What is up, Easy Reaction fans? So I thought today I would just give you a part two, not a part two, a follow up from my video that I did a while ago of my things that I like the most in life. So today I'm going to be talking about the things I dislike the most in life, things I find widely annoying, all that jazz. So I didn't make a PowerPoint for this, so I'm just going to pull up some like Google images, searches, whatnot, just to give you some visuals. But I'll just be doing like I'll try to come up with 10 things for you guys. So, um, yeah, let's start with number one, traffic. This my whole life is centered around as is everyone else's. Don't get me wrong, but in Iowa, traffic is madness. Each and every single day you go out. I can like a city like Chicago, like I can see what people think. Oh, you're in Iowa, that's nothing. But for an ADHD brain like mine, I always envision the worst possible outcomes in traffic. And it's just chaos every single day, especially now because of the weather that people have been getting in Kansas City. The roads are completely iced over. It's like a skating rink on the interstate, and people still have to go to work to that because bosses are not real humans. I don't understand how bosses can get somewhere like right before anyone else and say, "Hey, you're still expected at the same time," even though the news channels are telling you not to go outside, not to drive, and it's like I wish we lived in a society where that was more widely accepted, and that just like we would go into hibernating mode in January when this shit happens. Pardon my French. So yeah, that's number one is traffic. That was the easiest one for me. Number two, I'm gonna say bands that keep the same sound and eventually become dull, with the very samey. The best example for this is probably like an easy one to say is Nickelback. Um, but there are many bands that have existed that are able to keep that sound, and they're just as creative with it. And for me, that's like Motorhead, um, Radiohead with that weird spacey stuff. Um, yes is one. It's kind of hard for me. I'm more of a Genesis guy than Yes though. Just because they're easily to tackle in my head. I mean, Yes is just full of different key signatures and time changes, all that stuff. So yeah, just bands that keep the same sound and eventually become dull or like masks of themselves. I want to say Coldplay, but guilty pleasure Coldplay. I like Coldplay a lot. I do. Um, but yeah, eventually that like five finger death punch is a great example. I just can't get into them anymore. So that's number two. Um, Number three. Oh, um, I say fear mongering, and like I enjoy this stuff, this pop stuff, and I know I'm getting a little bit heavier and all that, but I still get moderate exercise. I still do all this stuff. It's not like I'm just sitting inside unless it's like negative temps and can't go anywhere. But my mom fear mongers me all the time because my grandparents both had diabetes and they died from it. And yeah, just I hope this doesn't come back to bite me because I enjoy it. I used to have like three or four a day. Now I've only had like two a day at the most. At campus, it's easier to do like three or four a day, for sure. But still, like I get good walks in. I could get a good exercise in. So Yeah, but fear mongering in the news, all this stuff, politics. I could easily include politics as like my top 10 things, but I'm not going to do. I'm leaving politics out. Um, I mean, my family is ultra Republican, so and I'm homosexual, so you can see those two things clashing, and they do. But still, I have my patience with my parents. I just hate when they say if you drink this every day, you're gonna get this. It's not you might get this, you will get this. So I hate their phrasing of words like that. It rubs me the wrong way every single time. And yeah, so I like snacking. Is that such a crime? Like what Dewey Finn said in School of Rock. I like to eat. Is that such a crime? So yeah, number three. That was number three. Number four, January. January and April are my least favorite months. They feel like Mondays. They feel like the Mondays of every year. The Monday months of every year, January, April. Um, I like parts of January because it's an extended winter. But again, nobody celebrates anything during this month. It's always the end of Christmas. It's always kind of always depressing me. After the end of Christmas, I always get that feeling because, um, yeah, back then, like now I'm on holiday break, so I'm gonna go back to school and I hate that feeling of like, hey, I was on break for so many weeks and I'm going back to school now. And you always get that feeling like, oh, I want to go back and do it all over again. You get depressed.